A good day and welcome back to another edition of Drinking with Relish.
Honey, it is
Cooking with Relish. All right, today we got artichokes. So these are coming in your produce box. So we're going to do real simple steamed artichokes. So here you have the artichokes. When you get the artichoke, what you want to do is you just want to pull down off the stem all these nasty little leaves. See what I'm doing here? Sorry. And we can lightly peel the stem, get off some of the nasty outer part. Don't have to be too thorough, but the stem actually is pretty tasty. Part of the artichoke. So we're going to try to save a little bit of it. Most people just cut it right off. Second thing we're going to do with the artichoke is we're going to trim the top off the artichoke. So this is all useless dead stuff up in here. The really good meat on an artichoke is down in these lower leaves. So we're just going to take about maybe an inch or two off the top. And as you can see, we've opened up right to the heart. So that's kind of what we wanted to do. Then we're going to take it. A lot of people steam them whole. And for some applications, you will steam them whole. But if you want to make it nice and convenient and easy for yourself, go ahead, cut the artichoke right in half, all the way like that. Okay? This is going to allow you to do a couple things. A, it's going to steam a little bit more quickly for you and a little bit more evenly. B, when it's done steaming, you're going to be able to take all this fuzz and nasty stuff right out of the heart, so you'll have the whole heart to be able to access to eat. So everybody has a steamer at home, I'm sure. Looks a little bit like this. It's kind of funky. You put it in there, you put some water in there, and it keeps your rack and your vegetables up above your water while they're steaming. That's what you use at home. This is what we use here. This is a hotel pan rigged up with a chafing dish lid. 2-inch slot in the center of it. So we're going to take these guys, face them right down, just like that, and we're going to let them steam. This will generally take you about half an hour, 45 minutes, depending on how fast you're going. Now for the other one, my wife has this artichoke dish she really likes. It's a real pain in the ass. So it's a Parmesan and panko stuffed breaded artichoke. So for this one, to make my wife happy, we're going to take all the good stuff off. There goes the stem. We're going to cut the top just like we did the other one. And then this one, you just want to do it whole. Pop them in, upside down, back on top. And we're going to steam them out for about 45 minutes. Now, I like artichokes with hollandaise, but I'm way too lazy to make a hollandaise here today. So I'm going to make an aioli for you guys. Italian mayonnaise. So get your food processor. This is really easy to do. We're going to make a sun-dried tomato aioli today, just so it's not plain. But your normal ingredients for an aioli are egg yolks. I'm going to use 3 egg yolks. You got 3 yolks in there. A couple of cloves of garlic. Just trim off the nasty little nibs. We'll probably go maybe 5 or 6 cloves in here. Don't want too much because it's raw. If you're using roasted garlic, which is a good idea, you can use quite a bit more because it's very mellow. Okay, so we've got a few cloves of garlic in there. Some sun-dried tomatoes that I've been soaking. Our sun-dried tomatoes that we get are really nice. Probably don't need to be soaked, but if you guys are just going to buy the dried old shriveled ones at the store, which is what they usually have, you want to soak them for a few minutes so they're easier to puree. All right. Lemon juice. Pull the seeds out. We're going to go for maybe the juice of a lemon and a half to get some more seeds in there. Try not to let your seeds run in your food processor. It will screw it up. But this is my wife's food processor, so I don't really care. Maybe another half a lemon in there. Now, I want to go ahead and start all of that pureeing. Oh, excuse me. Most important thing, salt. Always. Now we're going to go ahead and spin this up for a few minutes. What the hell is that thing? Once it starts to puree, we're going to want to start the emulsion process. Now what I mean by an emulsifying process is that you've got the egg yolks in there, the liquid, and the oil is going to start to bring all of this together to make it into a really nice mayonnaise for you. I'm going to take a quick swipe around the food processor just to get all that stuff back down in there so it continues to puree. And I'm going to loosen it with just a little bit of water, or the liquid from the sun-dried tomatoes works fine too. Once you've got that rolling, take your olive oil and add it in slowly. Now, as you can see, it's starting to thicken up, but it's still a little bit loose, okay? The olive oil, you just want to add until it becomes the right mayonnaise kind of thickness consistency. Not thick like mayonnaise you're pulling out of a jar, but like nice and smooth, like it was sitting on hot toast. Once you get the oil and the emulsion going, you can start adding the oil at a little bit higher rate. And as you can see, we've gotten to pretty much where we want to be. A nice, thick consistency. Beautiful color. We'll check it for seasoning. It's good to go. And there you have a sun-dried tomato aioli. And we're back. The artichokes have been steaming for a while. We're going to go ahead and check on them there. Pull them out. And of course the grande for my lovely wife. So, as you can see, they're now ugly, but they're cooked. The artichokes that are cut in half and steamed, you can now quite simply take a tablespoon and take out all of the hair and the fur that's in that heart and let it go. One half, just kind of scooped out. Try not to take out too much of the heart when you do it. You want to be able to eat that. And the other. So now, you have them steamed, all ready to go. And you should also be able to, at this point, just pull the leaves right off the edge and go ahead and dip it in your aioli. Eat that meat off there. It was delicious. Okay, so there's your steamed one. Now, for the roasted one, we've cooked this artichoke a little bit less. And we're going to kind of break up the leaves a little bit so that we have a little bit of a opening in the blossom there. Now we're going to stuff it and we're going to bake it for about 20 minutes. Stuffing is very simple. Parmesan. Do not use the dust in the can. Get Parmesan. Parmesan. Equal amount plus a little bit of panko breadcrumbs, just white breadcrumbs. Pretty easy. You can put in however much you want in there, or whatever other seasonings you want in there. You can put in any kind of herbs you want, whatever. And we just chop that to blend it all together. So what you should come up with is a mixture where you should be able to kind of make a soft snowball out of it. And you just go ahead and stuff and stuff and overstuff that artichoke with it. And you now will pop this in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. The cheese and breadcrumbs will brown up nicely, melt in, and then you just pull the leaves off as you would a normal artichoke heart beneath. All right, folks, we're back. We've baked the stuffed artichoke for about 20 minutes in the oven. And as you can see, it's a nice golden brown on top there. It's all good to go. All right, and you just pull off those other outer leaves, and you'll have all that nice, crunchy, wonderful stuff to eat with your artichoke. So there you go, artichoke 2 ways, baked and steamed with an aioli.